What's going on, y'all? Movie Man Mikey here, and today we're going to be talking about Problemista. Desperately searching to renew his work visa after being fired, we follow artist Alejandro as he pursues his big hopes of becoming a Hasbro toy designer. I've touched on it before on this channel. I am a massive fan of A24. I even have them on my water bottle right there. Their film that came out last month, Love Lies Bleeding, is one of my favorite movies so far this year. And I remember seeing the trailer for this way back when. I want to say it was around like springtime of 2023. But due to the actors and writer strikes, this inevitably did get pushed forward a year, so now we're reviewing it in 2024. And I remember initially when I realized this was the case, I was a little disappointed because the universe that was being crafted in the trailer was definitely intriguing to me. Finally, now that I've got a chance to see it after all this time, I'm glad to report back that A24 is continuing their streak of solid work. Julio Torres has acted in a few films before, but you can definitely tell that this is a passion project of his, considering he is the lead actor, the producer, the director, and the writer. And with all that heavy lifting on the shoulders, I think he does a really good job being a very endearing lead. I didn't think a ton of his humor landed for me necessarily, but the vulnerability of his character allows subjects like corporate greed and immigration to be integrated into the script in such a fun way, surprisingly. Also, straight up, this guy does not look like he's in his 30s, so hats off to you. Tilda Swinton here plays the more out there, caricature type supporting character, which she's not all too unfamiliar with for her previous work, but I was shocked to see how her warped perspective lended itself to being the film's most compelling aspect. As goofy as it may sound, the layers of her bitchiness eventually culminate to a very surprising, heartfelt conclusion. Like I mentioned earlier, the script does use visual metaphors to express issues and subjects like capitalism, for instance, and between the personified version of Craigslist and how bank workers respond to overdraft fees, I can't deny that I was laughing a few times here. Over the film's course, we also do see a few of the toy ideas Alejandro has, which go against the conventions of what toys necessarily are. He's kind of wanting to use toys as learning tools for kids that are all almost a little too quirky and just weird and awkward and not good, but pretty funny still. If I was to mark down any complaint, I think the pacing overall could have been a little tighter, seeing as this was a 100-minute movie. It felt a little bit longer than that. Otherwise, though, I had a really fun time watching. All things considered, I'm going to be giving Problemista a 3.5 out of 5. A witty script along with fantastic performances definitely makes this one of the most enjoyable watches of the year for me. So, those are all of my thoughts on Problemista. If you want to see where it ranked with the rest of the 2024 films I've seen this year, I have that linked in Letterboxd below, which you can also check out to see my opinion on thousands of other movies. Now it's time to hear what y'all thought of Problemista. Did you love it way more than me? Did you hate it way more than me? Have you not even seen it? Do you feel something completely different? Whatever you got to say, I'm sure it should be a fun discussion down there. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks a ton for making it to the end. I've been Movie Man Mikey, and always remember, enjoy yourself.